shit. We coolin', man. We about to walk back into the battle.
So what's up? You ain't getting back in that ring no more?
Yeah, man. I got something managed.
Who you got?
I don't know yet.
Who you want?
I don't know.
Whoever.
Yeah, as long as the
We
bread,
want the
right?
money.
Whoever. As long as the money right, we doing whatever.
What would happen if I found out the secret handshake and I weren't a Mason?
Nothing.
You wouldn't have to kill me?
We might take you out and buy you a beer. The secrets of a Mason represent my integrity as a man. I took a promise that I would not tell you what the secrets of a Mason are. I didn't take a promise that I would care if you know what they are.
When a candidate comes in through the door, he's blindfolded because symbolically he's in a state of darkness, because Masonry is all about moving from darkness into Masonic light.
That it's about being unenlightened and then enlightened?
That's right.
As for what happens after that, well, that's a secret.
You would look up and see John arguing with Clips or me and everybody. It was never no, oh, it's a secret society shit. Yeah. Well, not then anyway.
Dude, bodybuilding culture is so funny to me because it's like these massive dudes just flexing really hard. And Ronnie Coleman's like talking shit to this dude. He's like, I'm 300 pounds. What do you want to do? You want to do something? And then they both get up and just take their shirts off and start flexing next to each other. They're like talking hella shit. You think it's going to get like physical or something. And then when they start taking their shirts off, they now just like, do you guys want to see these boys do a flex off?
So it's like a cipher. It's like a bodybuilding cipher.
Yeah, but just like
They're equivalent to a cipher.
super homoerotic.
So it's like
so
a
I'm
cipher.
on board. Super homoerotic.
So it's like
So I'm on board.
So it's like a cipher.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty the same thing. Same thing.
What are you gonna put it in real life or something? I'm about to get ass naked with this shirt.
Do you guys want to see these boys do a flex off?
So it's like a cipher. It's like a bodybuilding cipher.
Yeah, but just like
They're equivalent to a cipher.
super homoerotic.
So it's like
So I'm on board.
You are the first nigga in battle rap history to get killed by a naked nigga.
Super homoerotic.
So it's like
I'm on board.
So it's like a cipher.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty the same thing. Same thing. Yeah.
We were watching and we was like, yo, he should have put the shirt on. You feel like that? That would have went crazy. You would have put the shirt on and battled him that third round with that shirt on. But then in your round, you said, I wouldn't wear that shirt. Yeah. But then you should have ripped it off.
Yeah.
And you would have showed all your muscles and shit.
That would have been crazy. Like, I wouldn't be called dead in it. But you out there.
You know what's hilarious about all these graphics? I hit a bunch of like IllumiNAUGHTY like imagery in here.
Oh, like at the top?
Yeah. And now everybody thinks I'm a witch.
Dude, that's amazing.
Maybe
you should do that more.
Maybe
You should do that more.
I know, I do. Well, in round for round, in the bottom in the subtext, it's really small. It says "Hail Satan," and a bunch of people are like, "You fucking Satan worshiper!"
Well, dog, I mean, avocado, Palo Santo, like.
But yeah, guys. Much love to everybody in the chat.
That's what all these graphics. I hit a bunch of like IllumiNAUGHTY like imagery in here.
Oh, like at the top?
Yeah. And now everybody thinks I'm a witch.
Dude, that's amazing.
Wild Man Hoffa went to Atlanta.
Diddy style, baby, take that, take that, take that, take that.
I want you to party with me for your birthday, man.
We party for my birthday.
No, but me and you ain't never really partied.
Diddy style, baby, take that, take that, take that, take that.
Man Hoffa, I want you to talk about why you was in Atlanta with that move, with that training.
I'm coming to you live. Diddy late nights. Man, anything can happen. I'm just vibing. It's so wild. I'm coming to Atlanta. Yo, motherfucker, you coming or not, bitch? Man, I'm down.
Diddy style, baby, take that, take that, take that, take that.
What they do with the artists is easy. They send the stylist at them first.
Yeah. Yep.
And if the stylist report back and be like, oh, he ready, then they invite you to the party.
Then they invite you to the party. Salute, people. It is adept HNIC, Battle Rap and Invested, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the righteous heterosexuals. Without us, there would be no Math Hoffa. You see the picture of Math Hoffa in Atlanta with Diddy walking through the red carpet like he's Diddy's side piece. You see Math Hoffa got his tongue out. He's smiling, walking behind Diddy. Yes, that's Math Hoffa with Diddy. Then they take you to the party. Right. Shout out to all the Christians, the Hebrew Israelites, even the Muslims, yo. This is nasty work. And this is just another example of the interview I had with Caps back in 2020 that he asked me for. I never reached out to Caps for an interview, unlike certain people. Where I told him this is what was to come. And I told him it was his responsibility to stand up and say something about this. He never did. Battle rap has some of the poorest gatekeeping from any other sector. Hip hop in general. Hip hop in general is the lowest hanging fruit that anybody could just come in here and do as they wish. They can infiltrate as they please. All right? This is going all the way back to Operation Chaos, man. Go look up Operation Chaos, where the CIA worked to infiltrate every single group across the country to have all types of influence over any types of different social groups or class. All right, but now we're going a little too far. But Math Hoffa recently joined the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of New York City. Yes, this is Math Hoffa. And what's insane is that when this was posted to Twitter and this was sent to me, I showed this to some people I'm very close with, and they were like, oh, nah, that gotta be Photoshop. That's just like, damn, really? Like, because it's just like so blatant. Like, Math Hoffa's right there with some TD Jakes looking nigga being and that might be TD Jakes, but it really might be TD Jakes. But he's there being inducted into this Freemason lodge, and it's just like, damn, that can't be math. There's no way that's math. Well, we know, we did the independent research, and we found another person that posted an image of this ceremony. And of course, you see the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons in New York. They posted this on Facebook. Great day at the occasional Grand Lodge today. 44 new brothers added to the fold of Prince Hall Masonry in the state of New York. One family. And they see how they spelled family with the PH? The PH stands for Prince Hall, all right, as the Prince Hall Freemason Lodge. And of course, if you look at this photo, there goes Math Hoffa. Matter of fact, maybe this isn't too clear for y'all. Let me upload. Hold on. I got one where I circled his face. So then y'all have a better look into where he is in this image, right? But Math Hoffa's right there. There you go. I just circled him for you. There you go. That's Math Hoffa. Zoom into the video as you wish. Take a screenshot. Zoom in as much as you want. That is Math Hoffa being inducted into the Prince Hall Freemasons of New York City. Okay? This is 100% him. Doesn't this photo remind you of something? It reminds you when Jay-Z joined the Freemasons. And you see this group of Freemasons being inducted into the lodge. Look a little close. Look, I'll circle him for you. That's Jay-Z. Jay-Z right there in plain sight. Showing you exactly what all of these rappers have to do once they reach a certain type of level and they're trying to break through that ceiling that exists in the entertainment industry that they create for those who do not swear to the oath. Okay? Now, Jay-Z is somebody that Math Hoffa looks up to, just like he looks up to Diddy. Okay? Jay-Z is the same person that told you, Hail Mary to the city, you're a virgin, and Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends. Okay? Of course, this is the same Jay-Z who, as Math Hoffa looks up to Jay-Z, Jay-Z looks up to Aleister Crowley. You see Jay-Z promoting the do what thou wilt. All right, this is the same slogan of prominent Satanists such as Aleister Crowley and Anton LaVey. Aleister Crowley said, "Do what thou wilt shall be the law of will be no, my bad. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." Aleister Crowley, a Satanist. Okay, Aleister Crowley is a British occultist who has influence all throughout the music industry. We're gonna get right back to Aleister Crowley in a bit because we're gonna go back to that Ab Soul interview where he talks about how much he admires Aleister Crowley and how much of an influence he has in hip hop. Yes, a British white occultist who was actually also a pedophile working with Alfred Kinsey in order to perform pedophilic satanic rituals on children. This is a fact. This is just a fact. Aleister Crowley, the same nigga that linked up with L. Ron Hubbard and did some type of pansex magic ritual in order to summon the goddess Babylon. Go look it up yourself. This actually happened. Look up L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard is the creator of the Scientology religion. And he linked up with Aleister Crowley, and they did some type of pansex magic to summon the goddess Babylon. Of course, Babylon. You know, this is what they're trying to usher in. All right, the mother of all harlots. This is who they worship. They worship the mother goddess, and this is what Math Hoffa is trying to get into. Again, Jay-Z, he told you this on his first album. If you remember the song "The Evils," he said, and I never pray to God, I pray to God-E. That's right, I'm wicked. That's life, I live it. Ain't asking for forgiveness for my sins. And right, he told you this on his first album. Go back to Can I Live? On the intro to the song Can I Live? He says, yeah, Rockefeller, we invite you to something epic. When we hustle out of a sense of hopelessness, sort of a desperation. Through that desperation, we become addicted, sort of like the fiends we accustomed to serving. But we feel we have nothing to lose. So we offer you, well, we offer our lives. What do you bring to the table? This is a conversation he's having with the devil. This is what they're trying to personify in this type of conversation where he's actually selling his soul. He said he was desperate. He was desperate. And in order to actually reach this level, this other level that he was trying to get to, he became addicted and he's willing to give up his life. Reminds you of the Masonic oath. Don't worry, we're going to get to that in a second. I have a few clips for y'all tonight, man, because I owed you this stream. I've been pushing back this stream for the last 4 days. So don't worry. I told you I owe you this stream. So I'm not leaving a pebble unflipped. Okay? So let's go here. Let's start from the beginning. When Math Hoffa was first warned of these types of secret societies. Remember when Smart was on this panel? Don't worry. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Fair use, Section 107, copyright law established in 1967 or 76. I forgot. I think it's 1976. This is for educational purposes. All right? And entertainment. And this is news commentary. This is covered by fair use. All right? So let's get right to it. At the end of the day, when you expose it, it goes back to what I was saying about once you influence you, then you're an asset to them, right? So once you understand your value position, right? Like you could be an independent guy, put work in, and get to a point where you're good enough for them to purchase your soul, right? And when you see, there's no artist, be clear, there's no artist in this industry that's doing major numbers with these platforms that haven't sold their soul. Now check it out what he just said. There is no artist on these major platforms who have a level of influence who haven't sold their soul. Remember, this was an interview on the Math Hoffa podcast from several years ago. This is back when like Misfit and Knowledge was still on the show, right? And Smart, if y'all don't know, Smart was an artist that was formerly a part of G Unit. And he has many testimonies online talking about the things that he saw and what he saw happen to others while he was in the industry. He came on Math Hoffa's show trying to break this down. You could tell Math Hoffa. Well, let's just watch what Math Hoffa does.
When you know what you're looking at and you know how to decipher shit, you will see it. And the people like the brother right here who has his merch and is doing it out the trunk and direct to consumer, you will never get to that $20 million club without going through certain doors.
So now I gotta ask this question. So E40 didn't do it. Hold on. No, I gotta ask this question. Do you guys believe that the rappers that are at the top sold their soul?
Yes.
Nope. Somehow.
Yes. Every single one.
No. I want to go around the room and find out how everybody feels about this.
I know Bus. He ain't never sell his soul.
Now, real quick. Right, that nigga's a clown. If you don't think Busta Rhymes sold his soul when that nigga was running around the 90s wearing pink leotards and showing his fucking dick print to Jewish men all throughout the industry, you are out of your fucking mind. But, real quick, this is just a few years ago. Math Hoffa was already putting it out there that he was interested in selling his soul. And he's going to make that be known how he responds to Smart. But you can see a sign right here. Look at the barbershop that Math Hoffa is doing this show at. Do you see anything unusual at this set? Here, let's zoom in. What's that? That's a pride flag. That's a pride flag. Now, why is a pride flag being set up in this barbershop where Math Hoffa is hosting this podcast? Unless he's trying to put it out there that he supports and encourages this type of behavior. Right. So Math Hoffa was already trying to put those signs out there for years before he was finally inducted into the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of New York City, as we see right here. All right, so let's continue.
Okay. I know Quali and Most. They ain't never sell their soul.
Right.
I know my phone book is me. I know a bunch of people.
Did you hear the question he asked?
That ain't never sell.
Yes. But it's going to say
that represents the top.
That's not.
There's always a ceiling. There's always.
He's not great.
In music,
he's not Little Baby.
Whoa.
He's not Little Baby.
Whoa. He was when he first of all, I don't think any rapper in this digital era.
Are you talking about these kids today? Yeah, you can make. Let me tell you, what if you make 5 million? Name 3 of them that made 30.
How do you know what they're making? How do you know what they're doing? And why do they always trying to deflect by talking about money? You don't know how much money these people got. You don't know how much money they got access to. You don't know what you're talking. Who is this homeless dude they picked up off the street to talk about this? But you know what? I don't want to veer off too far because we have a lot to cover. But let's continue. But you see how Math Hoffa's trying to run defense for these people that sold their souls as if he has any type of intimate knowledge of that. Well, he does, but he's working to try to suppress that.
What? Right.
30?
30 years. Oh, on Earth. Because last time I checked, anybody that made that ceiling also didn't make it from the Pops.
You're delusional. Just because certain people were taken out doesn't mean anything. Well, how do you even know Pop Smoke was even invited into that meeting? Like, again, they tried to simplify this conversation so much to try to deflect.
So the rest of
he's a legend.
Right. No. You see, when you start talking about a ceiling, let me tell you,
you got to be careful.
Here's what the max is. The max is called longevity. The max ain't about what you made this year. The max ain't know how much you sold on one album or 2 albums.
Right.
That's not what the max.
You jump around a lot. The question was, you do. And I'm understanding.
He said that the people that made it to the top, did they sell their souls? No, Tribe Called Quest ain't never sell their soul.
How do you know that? Like again, how do you know that? Q-Tip was not only did he go through hip hop to Holly Weird, This nigga Q-Tip has been involved with different political campaigns. Like, what are you talking about?
Out the Q-Tip.
Well, what's the top? That's what I'm saying. Like,
What is
Yes, and Questlove is 100% a mook. I already broke that down for y'all.
your idea?
This is what I'm saying.
You talk about money.
Okay.
Who's at the top?
Right. So let's go.
So Jay-Z.
You said no, I didn't.
Where you say?
No,
Not Yogi's out there.
No, Yogi.
It's crazy. Yo, I mean, it's comedians, so we understand.
I'm gonna throw some names out there. I'm gonna throw some names. I want to go around the room, find out if y'all feel like they have to sell their souls to get to where they at. Jay-Z.
So. I feel like, remember that thing they said they had to give up somebody very close to them? That you got the.
Oh, yeah. That,
And that's Jay-Z's nephew. If y'all remember, Jay-Z's nephew died in the same car that Jay-Z bought him. That's where he did the whole song Lost Ones. All right? That was one of Jay-Z's blood sacrifices.
Look at everybody. Look, Jay-Z, his nephew, Eminem, his uncle.
His uncle. Yeah.
Proof, Eminem.
They made a video. We made the video.
Joe Pun.
It's a death next.
That's what they say. I'm just going off.
Thank you.
You talk about this conversation, and you hate that.
Jay-Z, you guys feel like he sold his soul?
Nope. Yes, he did.
How can you say no? Jay-Z clearly sold his soul. We see him being inducted into the Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons. We see Jay-Z right there. Jay-Z is openly telling you that he is a rebel against the Most High. He says Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends. Jay-Z also venerates people such as Aleister Crowley and Anton LaVey. Anton LaVey is the founder of the Satanic Temple. Like these, y'all reaching. Like Jay-Z tells you he sold his soul. But that's fine. They're just running defense. And Math Off is going to reveal why he's doing this.
You know what?
I'm asking.
I don't really think about these type of things. Like, it's like,
Me personally, I don't believe none of that shit.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't know. I don't
People
pay
die.
too much mind. Yeah.
People die.
Listen, no.
They can say the same thing about my two cousins.
You ain't ask me.
You leveled up after your two cousins died. But it wasn't like I sacrificed them.
But this is what I'm saying. That metamorphosis that you went through due to the response of their death.
Yeah.
People will look at like, oh no, that was it.
Yeah.
This, he did that.
Kanye West's mother died on the operating table during some type of routine plastic surgery, like a regular procedure that's done all the time. Kanye West, years later, this was just 2 years ago, he came forward saying that his mother was actually sacrificed by these people that control the entertainment industry. Kanye West told you this. Math Hoffa, I believe you covered this. But then you go join the Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of New York City.
That's it.
But
no, I've never taken a loss in my life that didn't make me more focused.
No, but see, this is
realistically.
Yeah, but this is where this is where we miss it, right?
Just have good fortune.
No,
I would say good.
I don't think so because
good decisions or a keen focus.
Or a keen focus.
A keen focus. But when you see this, right? Let's be clear. When you see this, 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 when you see the checkerboards on the floor, when you see the skull and bones, when you see the signs and symbolism, when you slow down the music, Jay-Z new video with Nas and DJ Khaled, it's a scene with it's checkerboards.
Yep.
These are all occult, Satanist, symbolic symbols. So what I'm saying is, and I'm gonna tell you why and me personally, I've been in music for a minute.
Look at Math Hoffa doing that face to try to downplay what Smart is actually talking about. And don't worry, we're going to go to another video that breaks down everything that Smart is saying with the Masonic literature itself, Math Hoffa. But look what he's doing. He's trying to downplay it. He's trying to make it seem like what Smart is saying is a joke. He's actually trying to make it seem like Smart is crazy right now for what he's talking about.
It had deals and all that, bro. I don't give a fuck about this shit. But what I know, for me, I study so I know when I see it, so I know what to avoid. Because niggas be trying to sacrifice your ass and you're not studying. God told us to read and be knowledgeable. So when I see Jay-Z, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? You're not
Hold up.
supposed to read and be knowledgeable. So when I see Jay-Z, what does this mean?
The devil horns.
What does this mean? What is this?
All of these different hand gestures that we see all over the Smack URL app, but we'll get to that in a second.
Mean? You're not no gang member. You got checkerboard floors in your shit. You got skull and bones. What does this mean? Because it's not just there. You look at Cardi B's album cover, it's checkerboard. You look at Dream Doll, now she's checkerboard too. Like, I'm not, y'all niggas, let me tell you something. These motherfuckers sell their soul, they practice witchcraft.
What does it mean though?
What it means, what it means.
What does the checkerboard mean?
It means mind control. So you got class.
He's not wrong about that, but more importantly, the black and white checkerboard floor represents the state of dual thinking that they believe people have when they're at the bottom level of the ladder, right? As they continue to be enlightened through the path of Freemasonry, that black and white duality begins to merge together to create color. Now, the black and white duality represents a state of thinking that you still believe in a separation between good and evil, right? Now, as you continue to climb that ladder through Freemasonry and continue to attain higher degrees, you separate, you remove that line of separation, and you come to this idea that evil is only evil if you perceive it to be evil, right? So what these people believe is that there is divine light within all acts, right? So with anything that you do, again, this is what they believe, that with anything that you do on this, in this world, in this realm, there is divine light that could be attained from it, even in the most wicked of acts. But that divine light is unattainable if the act is perceived as evil, such as raping a child, murder, right? All of this other shit. The most wicked of having sex with animals, right? Like Way to Black and Clitty. All of these acts they believe has divine light within it. So once you reach those higher levels, you must remove your perception of evil from these acts, and you need to commit these acts and attain that divine light. And this is why these people are forced to do these sick types of blood rituals and pan-sex magic behind the scenes in order to gain more acceptance within these secret societies. All right. So the black and white, it represents not only good and evil, it also represents masculine and feminine, as they see that as duality, right? And as you get higher in this Masonic ladder, they again, they worship the divine hermaphrodite. They worship the Baphomet. The Baphomet is just a hermaphrodite. It has male and female traits. So as they worship this Baphomet, they want to be more like the hermaphrodite. So these people want to be both masculine and feminine. And this is why they take dick in their ass as a ritual, as a way to try to receive some type of Masonic light, some satanic enlightenment. This is why they get fucked in their ass. They want to remove that separation between men and women. And that's why in society now, they want to make you believe that, oh yeah, women could have penises and men could get pregnant. Right, because they want to make that accepted to remove the negative connotation, the negative perception of it, so then they could attain that divine light. These niggas are disgusting. If you don't believe me, go look up the teachings of Sabbatai Zevi. He was the false messiah of June 18th, 1666, nigga. And he had millions of crypto J's following him. Khazars. The people that claim to be Jews who aren't really Jews, who are talked about in the book of Revelation. But anyway.
Conditioning, you got operational conditioning. So what they do is they use programming. So
MK Ultra.
yeah, but it's to push an agenda. So
You heard of this shit before, right?
I heard of MK Ultra, but I don't pay that shit too much.
So the check. So what I'm saying is not saying that we care about it because I'm not a conspiracy theorist. It's just that this is what I look for. When I see a success, I'm looking for anything
To say that they didn't do it on their
detain
own.
it. Yeah, detain it. Not to say
That's
it.
not a good way to look
That's
at
not a
things.
good way to look at it.
It's a great way to look
That's
at it for
not a
me.
good way to look at
It's not. It's not.
it.
Bro.
Look at what they're trying to say. Smart just said when he watches things, he tries to peep these signs so that he knows what they're trying to do when they push their mass hypnosis through the television or all of these different social media apps and through all of these influencers of music and Hollywood. They're telling him, oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Facts. Matthew 5:33. Do not take an oath at all. If it's not a covenant with God, what are you swearing an oath to, Math Hoffa? Tell us about the oath you took when you joined the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of New York City. What was the oath that you took? Absolutely disgusting. These people are nasty, man. And what Math Hoffa is about to do is going to make you sick to your stomach.
Ever make it? Just look and say, that's my man, he did well. Please don't be looking for the devil behind me.
Nah.
You know why? Because if you look for the devil behind me, you gonna find the devil.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Not me. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't.
That's not true. Exactly. That's not true. What the fuck are you talking about? You only see the devil aligned with people when the devil is aligned with that person and they're going out of their way to push these symbols of Satanism and promote these catalysts of magic.
Yo, let me tell you something. They call niggas think.
Because you do this all the time. What does this mean?
Hold on. Niggas think that they said he was in niggas think Method Man brought me to the meetings. For real.
No, you said you were at a meeting with Cortez well before the start of URL, where Smack and Beasley was there, and you were in a room with 36 people, and a lot of them had absolutely nothing to do with battle rap. And it was a secret meeting that you didn't want to talk about, that Cortez revealed on your show. That was way before. So why are you lying, Math? Why are you going out of your way to lie about what's being said about you? If there was nothing up with the secret meeting you had with Cortez, why not talk about the secret meeting you had with Cortez? Why are you trying to lie and say that, oh no, the meeting was with, they're saying the meeting was with Method Man. No, we never said that. Nobody said that. But this is how you know he's trying to be deceptive.
And I'm next level now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't do that with your hands on.
So look at what he's doing. Smart just went on a whole rant about how these symbols are being used to attract these dark spirits and to promote this satanic agenda. You see Math Hoffa throw up those horns.
You do that.
Don't do that.
Look how disgusted Smart is with this nigga Math. Peep Smart's face as Math is throwing up the horns.
You do that.
He said, yup, this nigga's ready to suck dick. This nigga wants to crawl into the fun house backwards. This is how ready he's willing to give it up. He wants to give up that ass more than anything. He wants to crawl to the fun house backwards, nigga.
Don't do that with your hands.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is crazy to me because I'm in real life, my nigga. Listen, we just motherfuckers doing what we love to do. That's it. No.
So what was this? Why did you join the Freemasons then, Matt? What were you looking for? What were you looking for? Why would you join a secret society such as the Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of New York City? But you want us to believe that like Math Hoffa just a few years ago was saying, yeah, they think us battle rappers are taking oaths and going to secret meetings. Nigga, that's exactly what you're doing. That is exactly what you're doing, though. This is disgusting, man. This makes me so sick because I warned everybody of this, how this was coming. Now, peep this. Let's go to Matthew 5:33. Let's go to Matthew 5:33. Let's go to the King James Version. Again. Hold up. Let's take this down. Out here. Again. Ye have heard that it have been said by them of old time, thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oath. So why are you taking a worldly oath, Math Hoffa? Why are you taking a worldly oath that has nothing to do with the covenant of God? This is absolutely disgusting. Once you are trying to be part of a secret society that is connected to the most despicable of activities, and we're about to break this down. We're about to break this down. Let me move to my laptop real quick, people. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Why Matt Hoffa went to Atlanta? Diddy style, baby, take that, take that, take that, take that. I want you to party with me for your birthday, man.
Yeah, we party for my birthday.
No, but me and you ain't never really partied. Diddy style, baby, take that, take that, take that, take that. Matt Hoffa, I want you to talk about why you was in Atlanta with that move, with that training. So we coming to you live. Diddy late nights. Anything can happen. I'm just bad.
My bad, y'all. I forgot. I'm on a new laptop, and there's certain things going on where I can't share the screen. So we're just gonna watch this video right here through the phone. This is Altian Childs. This was the winner of X Factor of, I believe, Australia several years ago. He dropped a 5-hour documentary exposing the secret society of Freemasons and its involvement with the entertainment industry that he saw firsthand. And a lot of people don't want to talk about this, but we're not going to watch the entire 5 hours, though I do recommend it. I may re-upload it for y'all. If y'all want to watch it, we can do a watch along in the chat. But let's just watch this segment about the oath that Math Hoffa took in order to join the Freemason Lodge.
But it's reality. The symbol of the Freemasons itself is not what it seems. It's a squaring compass on the surface, but it conceals something that'll become obvious when I show you. But before we uncloak Freemasonry to see its true nature, its ugly face and its shameful nakedness, because I gave you my word that I'm going to prove it to you. This is the oath they have to take. This is the oath that I took. And your favorite actors and singers, just about all your heroes, just about, even some of your relatives, who probably have no idea what Freemasonry is or was and why they took such gruesome oaths. So for those who are going to say, my grandfather was a Freemason and he was a great bloke, or don't the Freemasons run that retirement home? Just wait. Because I'm talking to Freemasons here as well. And don't you worry, they're going to come out of the woodworks. But they're all under the oath of secrecy. Don't forget that, no matter who they are, Adele, Neil Finn, Chris Angel, or Scott Morrison, the oath comes first. And here it is. This is taken from an official Masonic publication, not intended for the public. This is Duncan's Ritual of Freemasonry. In brief, I, of my own free will and accord, do hereby promise and swear that I will never reveal any of the secrets, arts, parts, point, or points of the Master Mason's degree.
Now, go back to how I introed this stream. When I showed you the video of Sue Surf and Goods and other battle rappers actually having a meeting at a Freemason lodge. Okay? There's audio from a Freemason talking about the oath that he took, and he says in the oath He swore to not reveal these secrets to the public, but he never took an oath saying that he has to care whether or not you know. Very telling. But this is what is in their oath. They swear to this. And this is what Math Hoffa, the oath that he had to took. And there's consequences for breaking this oath. Now, peep this.
To any person or persons whomsoever, this I solemnly, sincerely promise and swear, under no less penalty than having my body severed in two, my bowels taken out and burnt to ashes.
Math Hoffa, if you break the oath that you took, again, this is from the Masonic literature. There's no denying this. This is in black and white. If you break that oath, Math Hoffa, your body will be severed in two. They're gonna fuck you so hard. They're gonna split you open. They are going to split you open to which you will be severed in two, and your bowels will be taken from thence and burned to ashes.
My body severed in two, my bowels taken out and burnt to ashes. So no more remembrance be had of so vile and wicked a wretch as I, should I ever violate my Master Mason's obligation. So now you know what they think of me. I'm a vile and wicked wretch for breaking my oath. So how can anyone ever trust a Freemason when he speaks about Freemasonry? Unless you're speaking to a rare breed like me. Never reveal any parts, not even a single point, to anyone. Here's another penalty from another degree, this time from Richardson's Monitor of Freemasonry, a legitimate Masonic publication for instructing and laying out the ritual. Binding myself under no less penalty than having my throat cut across, my tongue torn out by the roots, and my body buried in the rough sands of the sea. These are the penalties they swear to. And yes, the lodge has penal authority to execute.
That is a fact. Now let's bring this up. Do y'all remember the video I did breaking down that situation that happened in the late 1800s that started an entire anti-Mason movement? I don't think I have this video anymore, but you can look this up yourself. I forgot the dude's name. We covered it again. Just give me a bit and I can pull it up. But this dude was killed by his Freemason lodge, and it sparked an entire anti-Freemason movement. A lot of people believe that JFK was actually the last president elected into power who wasn't a Freemason. Because remember, before JFK was assassinated, he was speaking about these secret societies and how they are all throughout government, and they are the ones who are actually pulling the strings and controlling everything. Like this is literally JFK's most famous speech talking about this. So there was an entire anti-Freemason movement, and yes, in their secret society, they have the penal authority to kill their members who break their oaths to the society. We could break this down again for sure. I'm gonna bring up that story again because it's very important, and it's very it's something that we should acknowledge that happened in history, because at one point the country was at a consensus that we were against Freemasons and different types of secret societies, but now there are people defending it. It's very strange.
This is how they look when they're initiated. They have to remove all their clothing and jewelry, including wedding rings, crucifixes, the most meaningful things to them, no matter what.
Look how they had Math Hoffa. Look how they had Math Hoffa, yo. All Freemasons have to do this when being inducted into the lodge. They must come into the lodge blindfolded, stripped down, and just get all types of disheveled. And you see how they have one pants leg up? Do y'all not remember that that was a trend being pushed in hip hop throughout the late 80s and 90s? Where LL Cool J will have all types of videos with, of course, his left pants leg rolled up. Come on, man.
They have to go.
And of course, what do we see here? Right. We're not on Rumble, so I can't go into as much detail as I would like. But from what we do know, without talking about Khazars in history, that is the six-pointed hexagram, a catalyst for magic. Okay? And is a symbol that itself represents 666. And of course, also, Math Hoffa has that tatted on his shoulder. He's not a Hebrew Israelite, so he can't claim that it was the Star of David, even though David never had no damn star. That is the Star of Raphaim. Okay? But, of course, Math Hoffa has that tatted on his body. Again, he was doing everything he can to be noticed by these people, which is why he had the pride flag up during his Math Hoffa podcast, or My Expert Masonic Opinion, or whatever.
Complete allegiance to the society is required. You're blindfolded at every initiation because you symbolize someone who lives in utter darkness before you receive the light of Freemasonry.
They had Math Hoffa blindfolded. They could have did whatever they wanted with this man, and I bet they did. And I bet they did. They come in blindfolded with a noose around their neck because they are giving their life to the lodge. This is what Math Hoffa had to do.
And that light will become so obvious to you in a bit. The secret that is being unveiled by incremental degrees to the candidates in the lodge is staring us in the face in daily life. And that truth is pretty scary if all you know and all you have is this world. But they know much more than that. At one point, when the blindfold comes off, this is what you're surrounded by. Blokes dressed like this, holding swords to your face.
Wow. And what's crazy is that's most likely metaphoric. So look how they had Math Hoffa when he took his oath. When the blindfold was revealed, everybody in the lodge was surrounding him with swords to his throat. Come on, man. Y'all can't tell me that this is probably also metaphoric, to where they all had their dick in his throat. That nigga woke up, they took the blindfold off, he was surrounded by dick, all pointed at his throat, and he had to suck off every single member of the lodge. Let's be real. Let's not paint it anything else, because this is what Math Hoffa did. I wonder if Math Hoffa is going to talk about this on his podcast. Tell me in the chat. Do y'all think Math Hoffa is going to talk about this? Because when this ceremony happened, he didn't post anything about it on Twitter. Math Hoffa was too busy on Twitter defending Drake being a pedophile. He wanted to talk about Drake and Kendrick, but didn't want to update the people that follow him about the Masonic oath that he took, even though he has all of these videos on his podcast that make him seem to be some type of truth teller. Because there's a lot of people in this community who follow these types of topics, who actually look at Math Hoffa's podcast as a platform where certain people are up there telling the truth or exposing these types of topics. No, it is all part of the Hegelian dialectic. And this is Math Hoffa's role, and which is why he would bring people like Smart on his show to talk about this, but all while at the same time, he's trying to downplay everything that's being said. It's a form of brain control. That's exactly what this is. Math Hoffa, are you going to tell your fans about the oath that you took? And how when you were blindfolded, walking through the Masonic temple, walking over the checkerboard floor, and had to get on your knees, and when they took that blindfold off, you were surrounded by swords and dick. Are you going to tell the fans about that? No, he's not. But I bet if this picture came out on somebody else, he would want to talk about it on his podcast. If this picture came out on anybody else, he would talk about it on his podcast, and he would try to paint it like it's not a big deal. No, why don't you tell the people how you joined and try to defend yourself, nigga? You can't defend yourself because we have the literature. We know exactly what you niggas are about. Now peep this.
At one point, when the blindfold comes off, this is what you're surrounded by. Blokes dressed like this, holding swords to your face. And that's nothing compared to what comes later. So your own wife or daughter don't qualify for discussion in these matters unless they too are initiated to the same level as you. So please don't tell me that your grandfather or your neighbor is a Freemason and that there's nothing wrong with Freemasonry. How would you know when they're under oath never to reveal anything to anyone? The whole successful system is constructed by the art of lying to the public and to their own members of lower degrees. And we trust these people. Now, here are the illustrations for the signs and handshakes. And you only receive them after the oath has been taken. This is the sign you do upon entering and exiting the ritual room. Well,
This is what they have to do once they enter and exit the ritual room. They had Math Hoffa like this. They had Math Hoffa's goofy ass looking like a goof troop, butt naked, doing this as he was leaving the ritual room. He went into the ritual room fully clothed, did this, an hour passes by, or 66 minutes with 66 seconds to spare. And he came out butt naked doing this shit.
while facing the Grand Master. It stands for throat slit. And it goes like this. A continual reminder of where you are and what awaits you if you have a change of heart or rebellious spirit. And here you have the illustrations of the secret handshakes. Look familiar? And this is the sign of the Master of the Second Veil. See? Purely Masonic. You don't pick this stuff up off the street.
You don't. You really don't. Now, hold up. We have something else to pull up for y'all. Oh, no, wait, hold up. A few more receipts. Let's pull up a few more receipts before we move on to the next one.
Binding myself under no less than 21 of Richardson's Monitor of Freemasonry. Binding myself under no less penalty than having my left breast torn open and my heart and vitals taken out, thrown over my left shoulder, should I willfully transgress any part of this my solemn oath. In this degree, the penalty is to have your whole body dissected, bowels removed and heart cut into pieces and thrown into a field where you are eaten by animals, all to protect the secret religion of the rich, powerful and famous. In the Knights Templar degree, the penalty is to have your head cut off. Listen to this penalty. And this one has happened throughout history more than any other because it works so well without having to resort to death or the threat of death. And it's easier to execute. Now, this applies to all areas of industry. It's done through the ruining of your reputation.
Oh, nah, Bruce Leaf. Salute, Bruce Leaf. Hold up, bro. Let me drop, hit the link, Bruce. Hit the link, because you said you wanted to go off on this topic because you have a lot of information on Math Hoffa. Shout out to Bruce Leaf. We've been covering Math Hoffa for a minute, man. And everything about his career falls just in line for the path that we see he has ultimately taken. I think the link is pinned in the chat. Bruce, Bruce Leaf is more than welcome to come up here. Bruce Leaf also has some videos as well that he could probably share. But you see the oath that he took, and don't worry, the Ansel, what was his nigga's name again? Altian Child's video. I'm gonna re-upload it tonight, so we can have a watch party and we could be in the chat. We could watch the whole 5-hour shit because every minute of this documentary is insane, man. All right, he breaks down all of the literature that's out there that Math Hoff is well aware of because they versed him to it as he took his Masonic oath. You feel me? But let's pull this out because Math Hoffa kind of told us that he was willing to join these societies knowing everything that they have to do in order to appease these people, the most worshipful master, as they call them, who are running these lodges. So let's go here. Let's see. I believe I believe this video. Here we go. Let's go here. All right. So Math Hoffa had Noriega on his show. If y'all remember, Noriega was on, I believe, Vlad, where he talked about the 3 different doors that were offered to him in Hollywood and the music industry. One path led to homosexuality. One path led to a blood sacrifice. And another path is to go straight, right? This is what he claims he went, even though we know that's no longer true because, well, actually, we're going to hear it right here. So let's go right here. Let's just play this about Noriega claiming how he turned down the Illuminati. And again, this is on Math Hoffa's show. And Math Hoffa is hearing all of this, and it made him want to go join the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of New York City.
I tell you, it's either I'm not that successful or this shit just doesn't exist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the further we went, because back then I didn't understand so what I thought, that's how I interpreted it. I thought that way. But the further I get, it's not that at all.
Let's go here. Let's go here.
I'm bugging back then. I don't really. I wasn't really allowed. If that was the case, it really wasn't allowed. Or maybe I was bugging. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The thing about it was, I did never go platinum again.
Wait. I want to go right here because Math Hoffa tries to make him go back on what he said on Vlad. And Noriega actually doubles down on it, but at the same time tries to deflect away from it. And it's actually insane to watch.
Seen you on Vlad, you spoke about it, this, that, and but then I look back like, damn.
Right here. By the way, they're talking about me right here. Now peep this.
Hopefully, like shitting on a lot of the guys. They got the niggas with the handshakes. They doing this shit for battle rap. Doing the Illuminati shit.
Oh yeah. So peep this. So my channel gets brought up in this interview. Now peep this.
The reason is because I feel like this shit was a big ass topic at one point in hip hop. This whole Illuminati shit, right? When you look at battle rap now, right? There's niggas now doing the Illuminati shit. That's what battle rap.
Math Hoffa keeps lying about my video. I never said Method Man was the one that brought you into some secret meeting. Cortez said that you and him went to a secret meeting years before even the URL was founded. But the fact that Math Hoffa is lying about what was said in the video shows that he's trying to deflect and he's trying to be deceptive.
Right now, right? They got the niggas with the handshakes. They doing this shit for battle rap. So it made me look at like, damn, was a lot of people wrongfully like shitting on a lot of the guys? Like I seen, people make Jay in the Illuminati, all these people in the Illuminati, right? Yeah. But then I look back like
they always bring up Jay-Z when it's already known that Jay-Z is a Freemason. We saw him being inducted into a Grand Lodge, much like Math Hoffa was. And you see Math Hoffa wearing the all-white apron because he is an initiate. So this is right after he was on his knees, blindfolded, with dick all across his face. And of course, we see Math Hoffa right there.
Damn. So these guys didn't work hard. They didn't become successful. They didn't do none of this shit. And we've seen you on Vlad. You spoke about it, this, that, and the third, and things like that. Yeah. But is it an unfair thing to put on,
it's an unfair thing because, of course, does it exist? Maybe it's something like that. But at the end of the day,
because I don't believe none of it now.
I don't now either. The further I got, I don't believe it none now.
So look what Nori's about to say. Nori just said he doesn't believe it anymore, even though he's the one who put it out there on Vlad. He doesn't believe it anymore. Right, okay.
Either, but I did believe it at one point. I did, I was approached. I was where a person asked me, yo, such and such. And I was just like, nah,
So wait, hold up. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? So Noriega just said, He doesn't believe it anymore, but then he doubles down on being approached to do something homosexual in order to advance his career. So what do you mean you don't believe it anymore if you were approached with that ultimatum? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Now peep this. Look how he continues. How can you say you don't believe it anymore and also say you were approached with it?
Such a sense, like,
Like, yo, you know, because at the end of the day, you probably make it to where you make it on your own.
Right.
But a lot of people will offer you something to sustain that.
On the way.
And I
So he just said when you're in the entertainment industry, you can try to make it on your own, but at some point somebody will approach you and offer you something to sustain it. So what is that something, Noriega? If you claim that you never took the deal, how can you then say it doesn't exist when you were offered it?
at that moment, this was I don't know if it was that person or if this was the whole entity that came with it. But I was offered something and I just wasn't with it. But when they said, "Good luck, young man, you're on your own," and I never went platinum since.
Wait, so look at them trying to laugh it off. Noriega ain't laughing. Right, he's probably reflecting on what he did with Diddy.
What did they offer you?
They was just like, you know, you walk this.
That is crazy. Look at the way he said that. When he said he was never the guy told him he's on his own and he never went platinum since. Look at the face he made after that. Peep this.
With it. But I was offered something and I just wasn't with it. But when they said, "Good luck, young man, you're on your own," and I never went platinum since.
You see that? Like he's not telling a joke. He's actually being dead serious because he's reflecting on when he was told that and then went on his own and was able to provide for his family, live a decent life. But for some reason, that wasn't enough for him. So later on down the line, he partied with Diddy. Remember Diddy? Eyes, eyes, eyes. Right. Nori. Fab was acting like he didn't know what Diddy was talking about. Jadakiss was sitting there trying to just act stupid, as he always does. Trying to act like he don't know what Diddy's talking about. But when Diddy said eyes, 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 after saying he wanted to party with Fab, Noriega said, "Yeah, I know what that is." He toasted the nigga. He toasted the nigga. So he's reflecting back like, damn, I really what when that dude told me out to good luck, you're on your own, I was okay. Like, why would I need to go out of my way to do something else in my damn 40s and sell my soul? Like that's just he was reflecting back right there. He was reflecting back. Now, peep this. Let's go to what Math Hoffa says right here.
Insurance. This should be. I'm talking about. You know, there's people who sacrifice their whole life. Maybe they're not as successful as a Nas, or maybe as successful, or even an MOP. Like, even if that's the case, if they, you know, sacrifice their life for 20 years, they should be taken care of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just a fact. Like, that's just in any other business. And you would sit back and say, "Yo, all right, but we don't have insurance, we don't have that. Then why the fuck we ain't making it for ourselves?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I need help. I've been trying to do this for 4 years. You know, I need help. I can't do it on my own.
Why are you acting like you're on your own when you're part of the Revolt Network? You was out there partying with Diddy. They injected all types of capital into what you were doing with Drink Champs. What are you talking about? You know exactly what you did in order to get that help.
You know, so if a black Illuminati existed, I'd have got down with them already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got down. I've been the fifth person in line. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been rolling up. It took me long. I might have been third. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been like, yo, come on, accept me how I am. You know?
Listen to what he just said. He said if there was a black Illuminati and they were doing the same things as what we're hearing about the so-called regular Illuminati, you know, having sex with men, performing blood sacrifices, small animal sacrifices for lower level Luciferian rituals, trafficking kids, all types of shit. If there was a black Illuminati, he would be down with it. He said he would be the first one online, maybe third. He said he would be one of the first 3 people online to sign up and do exactly what they tell him to do. So if a nigga that looked like W.E.B. Du Bois told Noriega to suck his dick in order to get inducted, he's down to do it as long as the nigga is black. Well, newsflash. Well, it's not newsflash for Noriega or Math because they know. There is a black Illuminati. It's called Sigma Pi Phi. It's called the Boul, the Council to the Kings. And don't worry, we'll pull up a clip breaking down what Sigma Pi Phi is right after they continue to reveal themselves. Now, peep this.
Because we deserve, like, entertainers, period. We deserve to stop being the entertainment. Like, we are the entertainment, but what I mean by that is just that's not just it.
Not
Like
just
when you look at
ownership.
when you look at me, I'm the co-creator, I'm the motherfucking executive producer, I'm the regular producer, I'm all that. But people,
Hold on, I think I went a little too far. I want to go to where Math Hoffa is talking about it.
you to such and such. And I'm gonna tell you
Sacrifice somebody.
something. I'm gonna tell you something. This is real shit. The further I get, not only I don't follow rules, the further I get, I make the rules.
Right.
Folks,
Wow, you taking all types of dick, huh? You leveling up in there, huh? There's levels to this shit. Levels to this shit, right? Can't fuck my hoe because there's levels to this bitch. He said he's making the rules. He's making first degree niggas suck his dick now. He said he's not the one sucking dick. He got little white niggas sucking his dick now. And he thinks that makes him that nigga. This is crazy, bro.
about it. I've been making the rules for the last 10 years of my career.
Right.
Like, not just when Drink Champ started. Like, I've been going to places with 35 deep for 15 years.
And they tell you can't bring nobody.
And listen, fuck y'all. What y'all gonna do? Like,
Of course, he's 35 deep with him being the 36th person. They all look just like the secret meeting that Cortez and Math Hoffa had. He said there was 36 people in the room. That's significant.
what you gonna do? Yeah, come on. So is there some truth to it? I think there should be. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's just a weird thing. Have I ever seen it personally? No.
No.
I've never seen no sacrifice, no Illuminati, no, cut your head off,
Look at how he's trying to be deceptive. He said that he was approached with the path and offered these types of things, but he wants to act like it's not happening by saying, well, I didn't personally see it. They could have been capping. Trying to play dumb. Nigga, stop playing. Nori, tell us what you were doing with Diddy. Did you ever see anything that Diddy was doing? Because I just watched a documentary on Diddy where they got a whole bunch of people talking about everybody knew what Diddy was doing. Everybody saw it. What was going on at those Rock Nation brunches, Noriega, where Marina Abramovich is there? A fucking witch just casting spells all day. You lying. These niggas be up here lying, bro.
finger pop you shit. I've never seen.
Whoa.
Cut your head off. Finger pop you shit. I've never seen that. Does it exist? Maybe. I know, but I don't think in our culture. I don't think
people have deviance and things like that's all real. That's like, come on.
I don't think in our culture. And I think if it did exist, they don't even want our culture involved with that.
That's a
You know what
fact.
I'm saying, but our culture should act.
Look at how they just said. Look at what Math Hoffa just said. That's a fact. That's a fact. They don't want no black people in the Masons. Then how are you a Mason then, Math Hoffa? How are you a Mason then? This person posted this picture saying, I see my dog has now become my G. And you see how they use the forward and backslash with the G in between in order to allude to the square and compass, the Masonic square and compass. I see my dog has now become my G. Shout out to the good brothers at the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of New York City, Math Hoffa. Welcome. And of course, this was posted by somebody else on Facebook who was at the same ceremony. Great day at the occasional Grand Lodge today. 44 new brothers added to the fold of Prince Hall Masonry in the state of New York. But Math Hoffa's here in this interview with Noriega talking about, that's a fact. They don't want black people as Masons. They don't accept. You're an idiot. You're a liar. Now, it would be better if you were an idiot. You are purposefully being deceptive.
Actually form our own version. We should all have insurance. We should all have like there's no reason any battle rapper that sacrificed 20 years of their life could get cancer and he has to die.
He has to do a GoFundMe.
Oh yeah, this should be that.
And they do.
It shouldn't be that. Like, it should be insurance. There should be, I'm talking about, there's people who
Math Hoffa, at this time, did Misfit and Knowledge have health insurance? Come on, though. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation. They don't even work for you anymore, nigga. You cut them off as soon as the money got involved. Once you got that money from Diddy after you were partying with Diddy. Yes, that's Math Hoffa in Atlanta partying with Diddy. For my Apple Music and Spotify listeners, yes, that's them right there on the screen. Math Hoffa partying with Diddy. Math Hoffa got his tongue sticking out, knowing the freaky shit he about to get down with tonight with Diddy.
sacrifice their whole life. Maybe they're not as successful as a Nas or maybe as successful or even an MOP. Like,
Nas said in order for him to actually be accepted in the music industry, he had to drink urine and semen with a gun to his brain on the You the Man uncut version. So again, this is other people that you're referencing who have already come forward saying that they took a Masonic oath to get to where they had to be.
like even if that's the case, if they, sacrifice their life for 20 years, they should be taken care of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just a fact. Like that's just in any other business. And you would sit back and say, yeah, all right, but we don't have insurance, we don't have that. Then why the fuck we ain't making it for ourselves?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I need help. I've been trying to do this for 4 years. I need help. I can't do it on my own. So if a Black Illuminati existed.
Shout out to Gene for the $13 cancellation. He said, for Shun Nation. Salute to you, G. Also, shout out to I Allen with the $10 cancellation earlier. My bad. I forgot to shout you out, brother. Appreciate you, man. He said for Restore Order, I believe.
I done got down with them already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got down. I done got down. Help, I can't do it on my own. So if a Black Illuminati existed, I done got down with them already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got down. I've been the fifth person alive. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been rolling up. It took me long. I might have been third. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been like, yo, come on, accept me how I am.
Wow. And you hear Math Hoffa in the background saying, yeah, facts. I would get down with it too.
Look at me like challenge. That's great. Then they're not for us. Like, I do think it's possible. More starting to trust me.
Reaching these levels.
Everybody who had bread said, fuck it, we don't care about Joe Biden's tax cuts. Let's just get this guy out of here, right? Everybody who had bread that was like somewhat a Democrat, whatever.
Jeremiah 1010. I did this for 1010. Shout out to 1010 with the $5 cancellation. He said hashtag Restore Order, hashtag The Nasty Work Podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe to The Nasty Work Podcast. All right, that's my second channel where we're keeping all the fuck shit over there, man. We gonna keep it serious over here on this channel. Shout out to Bruce in the fucking building, man. Bruce Leaf, what's good, brother?
Yo, what up with y'all, man? What's good? Adept,
What's good, man?
HNIC, Bruce Leaf, the F is silent for those who fight. Opposite of what's violent. Chat. What the fuck's up, y'all? What up?
Math, yo, Bruce, this math situation? Let me put the picture up on the screen. I'm just gonna let you cook, bro. I'm gonna let you cook this nigga.
All
Math
right, yo.
Hoffa joining the
Look at this fucking goof. Look at this goof. Look at this goofy right here. All right. This bald head, right? All right. I was trying to pull up the gematria calculator, yo, but I got bad Wi-Fi right here in this little location I'm at. You know what I mean? We're in the garden, so don't have the greatest Wi-Fi to pull up the laptop and run that. If you can pull up the gematria calculator, yo, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for this motherfucker right here, yo. So if y'all don't be knowing, Matt Hoffa was the first motherfucker that I started dissecting in this URL battle rap decoding using this gematria calculator, running these numbers down, right?
Tell me
Doing
what
my
I gotta put into
math.
the calculator. I'm about to pull up all the ciphers.
All right. Because I've been doing my
Math.
motherfucking math. I mean, I've been doing my math. All right. So we going to call this the book of Matthew, right? So type in the book of Matthew, yo.
All right, we in here. Let's go.
We see Hoffa already with the 4239. That's already you can type Freemasonry as well with that, or Freemasons.
Yep. All right, so what we doing?
I might be a little slow, so just bear with me, y'all.
You good? We got Freemasons, we got Freemasonry, we got Book of Matthew, we got Math Hoffa. What we doing?
All right, is the book of Matthew, do you see any 187 up there?
No, I see 197. Hold up. You said the book of Matthew? I forgot the
The book of Matthew or book of Matthew. My bad, y'all.
Nah, you good, you good. Boom. The book of Matthew, we see 187 right there. We know that's a number connected to the
y'all.
Jesuits.
Yes, exactly. Not only do we have this 187 for the Jesuits, hit that Ultimate Rap League.
Oh, you already know.
Show these motherfuckers this connection, y'all. Type in that Ultimate Rap League, because this is who the fuck we dealing with.
Of course. 187.
You see this connection to this 187 shit?
Of course.
This is why I learned that Hoffa's numbers is about to be up. This is when I started doing my math and learned that Hoffa's numbers is about to be up if he don't play this fucking game right. And it looks like he's moving like a pawn. That's what it looks like. It looks like Hoffa's on the board moving. Hoffa's on this Masonic black and white duality board moving like a fucking pawn. So we got the 187, right? We see the Society of Jesus. We can type that in as well.
Right here, Society of Jesus, 187.
Do we see all this 187s? Chat. Now, while I break this down, I'm sure you already know that 187 is also the penal code for homicide, right? So his numbers may be up. His numbers may be up. So we're also going to go 187. We got Ultimate Rap League 187. Society of Jesus should be 187. And remember, I don't got no board in front of me. It's all old school homework right here. And let's go back to the script. Let's go to the script. When did when did Hoffa blow up, y'all?
I would think. Well, we know the first Ultimate Rap League event was done Halloween 2009 over at Webster Hall, known as the Devil's Playground, with the checkerboard floor. At this time, before Webster Hall was renovated, at this time they actually had a checkerboard floor.
Correct. So when was his fight? When was his big fight? Was that not a big? Was that not a big popular thing in this battle rap shit that went off?
Easily.
Was
Easily. And I would think that went down like 2006.
Was it Summer Madness? Let's type in Summer Madness to see what that. One of his fights popped off on Summer Madness, right?
Oh yeah, that was with Sirius Jones.
Type in Summer Madness.
Oh, we already know. Okay, here we go. Hold up. Let me go right back. I closed the calculator for some reason. There we go. Let's go to Summer Madness. Of course, 187.
Yeah. Now, URL was for there's they like to do their Sam Hain. Is that what y'all call it? Is that how y'all say it? The little Halloween little ritual shit that they do, right? So that
Summer
would usually be in
solstice.
the summer solstice, right? Type
Yes,
that in
sir.
there.
187 right here. And
now,
of course, 191, 56, all numbers connected to the Jesuits.
But we're talking about summer, so they might be like, yo, you're reaching with this 187, right?
So type in winter, summer solstice. Yeah. Well, this is summer solstice. Let's type in winter solstice. Boom, 187.
All right. So after this big fight, after his Kiki incident, right? We're gonna break this shit down. Remember Hoffa, right? The Kiki incident. Because we don't know. This is how I started breaking this motherfucker down, because his numbers are matched to Tupac. Because this is the ritual that they do on a lot of hip hop artists before they take them out.
And stop right there. We know Math Hoffa venerates Tupac. He calls himself Pac Juice.
This
And
is
that lies
exactly
the
what
connection between Math Hoffa and Tupac.
exactly. That's where I started breaking this shit down from. And then we also know Pac was also a plant and also got hit with that same fake rape charge. So after this whole little scripted little bullshit that Hoffa has to go to, where he can, he's taking his levels and steps of initiation for his brotherhood, right?
Right.
Oh, okay, we're gonna talk about brotherhood. Type in the Brotherhood of Death, yo.
Yes, the Skull and Bones.
And then break down in your chat the fraternities and secret societies and the connection to the Brotherhood and their fraternity of death.
Well, we know the Brotherhood of Death is the Skull and Bones Society that is in Yale University. If I'm not mistaken, right? That's at Yale, not Princeton, right? And this is the same secret society
Right.
that George W. Bush and what was it, John Kerry were a part of. And remember, that newscaster that brought this up was killed not even a week after the fact. And he's such a real nigga. He pulled up not only to George W. Bush and asked him about the Skull and Bones connection. He pulled up on John Kerry and was like, "Hold up, you and George W. Bush were part of this Skull and Bones society. So how did this happen? You guys are going against each other in the presidential election. You guys were both together in the same fraternity. That's weird." John Kerry didn't want to talk about it.
Craziest.
George W. Bush didn't want to talk about it. That nigga was killed not even a week after the fact.
Nasty work. And we got the same thing going on in today's election right now too, folks. Don't forget that, because they're in the same little club. You know what I mean? We got Biden with the Jesuits, and we also have Trump with the Jesuits.
100%.
Same little club.
If y'all, and again, a lot of people in the chat will probably get upset hearing that. But yes, if you go look up Donald Trump's book from the 80s, I forgot the title of the book, but he talks about his Kabbalah teacher he had growing up. So yes, he's very much inducted into the dark arts.
Right, and he's a graduate from Fordham University. That's why I'm always doing my Disney thing, my whole little Disney rollout, my whole Fordham shit, because Fordham is a Jesuit university, you know what I mean?
And so that's where Murder Mook comes from.
And that's where Murder Mook comes from, y'all. This is why I'm always touching down. I'm just not just throwing out this Jesuit just to write it out, because we know they are the whole establishment from the Vatican and all that shit. I throw it in this sector, in this community space, because it relates to battle rap. You know what I mean? Because it's the foundation is at Fordham again. And then you listen to Goods when they was talking with that Brigante cat, when they was about to when Bishop, or no, Bishop, what's the name, that Brigante dude who just battled Smoke?
Bones Brigante.
Bones Brigante, they was talking about that they used to go to Fordham before all this shit. And Fordham used to have, on the campus. They used to be on the campus doing this shit. So we got the connection with Hoffa, the Tupac, the Pac Juice. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna stay with this 187 because we're not done. So we went to winter solstice, summer solstice. That's all 187 still, right? We see all this hard 187 connection. After the Kiki incident, does anyone remember what happened?
Yo, my bad, Bruce Lee. Keep cooking. I'm looking up. I'm pulling up a timestamp that's gonna accentuate the point that you're making about Fordham and the Jesuits connection to battle rap. Go ahead, keep cooking.
Bet. I bet. All right, so we got all this Tupac connection Tupac was hit with his false, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, his rape allegation. Hoffa's goofy ass gets hit with his fake rape allegations. And then right after that, he jumps off with my expert opinion. And then what the fuck happens, y'all? Where's this ninja at, y'all? Hey, yo, Hoffa. I done read between the lines and I done been doing my math, my ninja. You better watch out, man. They got you on the board. They got you on the board dancing. And we seen what happened to the other musketeer who got taken out on the dance floor, stabbed in broad daylight, yo. You gotta focus on these fucking musketeers that they're throwing out there.
Oh, and what's crazy about the Pat Stay situation, right? When you brought up, because I believe you did a video about Pat Stay as well, and or if this wasn't a video you did, you definitely brought it up. How there was a Masonic lodge around the same area
Right
where
down the
Pat
street.
Stay was murdered, right down the
Right down
street,
the
and it was
street.
right in between also another Catholic church.
There's a Catholic church right down the street. I mean within walking distance, yo. And I wouldn't doubt if there's fucking tunnels.
Right, and then Pat Stay was murdered at the Social Yacht Club, where you break down into
Which
gematria, it is
another
connected. It aligns with
187.
Society of Jesus, of course, 187, and the Ultimate Rap League,
Yep.
187. 187 is
Another
187 on a
187.
motherfucking car.
Yeah,
Right.
and we all know that's murder. We all know that's homicide. You know what I mean? I'm not making this shit up, yo. You know what I mean?
Now, hold
They
up,
throwing this
Bruce Lee.
shit up.
Before we get too far, let's go right back to the Jesuit connection and how they've always been
But
connected to battle rap. Fordham Prep Catholic. That's a private school. Hold up.
yep.
Yeah. You was a schoolboy. You know why I know you was a schoolboy? Because I did my homework on you. I knew it. We go. Because the government name is Jonathan Ankrum. You went to Fordham Prep Catholic. Yeah. That's a private school. Yeah. What you think I wasn't gonna find that out? That's why we can't buy none of this gunplay that you trying to shout. Because you left the violence out your life, played sports, and went the college route.
Right. These dudes are actors, man. They're actors. And Fordham Prep
They're
Catholic, that's
fucking
a
playing.
private Jesuit school. Shout out to Brian
That's
Barnes
a
with the $4
yep.
cancellation. He said, salute to a death and salute to Bruce Lee. Facts. Facts. Go
Yo,
subscribe
shout
to
out to
Bruce
chat,
Lee's
man. Shout out to chat.
philosophy on hip hopcracy, man. But yeah, man, no, the Jesuit connection to battle rap is insane. And do you still have that video? You did an entire video breaking down the Jesuit connection to battle rap.
Yeah, it should be up there. And actually, YouTube is slowly removing all my shit. I'm getting
Me
fucking.
too.
I'm not monetizing. I mean, I don't plan on that shit. But they are removing like all my shit. Both my channels have been shadow banned. My fucking cannabis channel is fucking dead. Like none of man, and I've been in that cannabis community for years, probably over like 5 years, bro. And my fucking gromies can't even watch my videos because they don't get notifications. But that's that. Y'all do whatever you got to do and shit. And I mean, I'm here to break down this shit and battle rap because battle rap has been infiltrated from the gate. And I'm talking about from the fucking gate, y'all. I'm sorry to break this shit down to you, but from the gate, from the very fucking beginning, this shit has been scripted and been a fucking joke. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad, Bruce Lee. We definitely forgot something. If you look up my expert opinion, what's right there? 187.
That's where I was going next. That's where I'm going next. So after his Kiki incident, he got hit with my expert opinion, right?
Yep.
And there you go with the my expert opinion, 187. Now you can also break down this shit on how the other artists like and other people within their shit, because at the same time, Nunu was the one running this shit, right? She's kind of like a handler for a lot of these kids. I'm gonna call them kids, right? She's a handler for a lot of these punks. And now hit the new Files show, because she got hit with the show at a time. When she was doing her Vibe magazine. Come on, y'all. She was with Vibe magazine.
How did you spell it?
The new Files, I think with the Z, and then you might have to hit show. So the
The
new
new, oh yeah, right there. Yeah, the new Foul show. That was the new show that she had on Caffeine, of course. 187, 191 as well. Just like Society of Jesus, 191, 187. It's all
now
scripted. I
now
mean,
okay.
they all have to follow a script. Just like again,
It,
Diddy
it's
was
it,
talking to Drake
it,
about this.
right
Go ahead.
now even who's on this upcoming card? Break it. Watch this. You know what I mean? Because y'all, oh, this numbers bullshit, gematria. You know what I mean? These niggas, nah. Peep game. What event is coming up?
I forgot. Is it like Gnome 13?
It's the Gnome 14, right?
Gnome 14. Yep.
This is the Loaded Lux tribute. This is gonna be a tribute, you know what I mean, for the book of John. We just got done looking at the book of Matthew, right? We've seen the 187 connection to the book of Matthew. And the reason why this is so fucking biblical, because I'm not making this shit up, because this is how the other side operates, yo. They
Right.
operate running these numbers, and this is how they communicate. And we're now just able to tap in and decipher shit. I mean, I don't use this shit for nothing else. For real, I
Right,
don't use
right.
this shit
And the
nothing else
thing that it,
but to decipher shit.
what's crazy, the reason they use the Bible as well is because the Bible is written in code. If you go to the book of Genesis, it's God, the way God creates the universe is described that he's speaking words over numbered days, right? So they use the inherent codes and the inherent magic of God from the Bible and they perverse it. This is what they do. And this is how they attain their power. Their power from the left-handed path, the left-handed side of it, but they use the same type
Yep.
of codes and inherent magic within the Bible and how the Bible's written.
Exactly. Somehow they fall back to the Bible, and people want to throw this
Right.
book under the fucking shelf when everything is fucking biblical, yo. Everything we go through is all biblical. It's all been written. So now we all know about the 33, right? So like Bible, because you know, I mean, we just mentioned it. The Bible 33, magic 33. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of these rappers are given a certain name to where that name can add up to that 33, you know what I mean?
Facts. That's a fact.
And Hoffa also has a connection to that Tupac, and we all know Tupac has that connection to Jesus, right? Because he's the God MC, and he was also sacrificed on the cross like his Machiavelli album. And
Right, right.
that's what brings back to that Pac juice. But Machiavelli himself takes us back to the Jesuits because Machiavelli was the Jesuits. It takes you right back to the Jesuits.
Every single time. And that's the thing. This
So
Jesuit society, they're part of they have their own university in Georgetown. That's another Jesuit society, a Jesuit school, where they have all of these prominent leaders they all visit. And at this school is where they also perform these different Catholic rituals. We've broken this down in a few videos as well. And these people even admit that the God that they venerate is a God other than the one that revealed himself to the Hebrew Israelites in the Old Testament. I got to bring that video back. They blatantly
so
admit
that
it.
so that'll so let's get back to this new event, right? Because everyone thinks that we reaching this shit. So let's go to this new event now. Type in that gnome. Oh, what is gnome? If it's broken down, the acronyms or whatever that's just called, the
The night of main
NOME got
events.
a stamp. Yeah. So we're gonna type in night of main events for y'all out there. Because we all know what happened with the Loaded Lux and his brother Hoax death, and that the book of John. And that happened on 3/15. That's why we calling that the book of John.
Right.
It happened on 3/15. And
Well,
we all know
we
that
got
John 3:15.
201,
Or is
but
it
we
John
definitely got
3:16?
right. But we definitely got 201, which is another Jesuit number,
Correct. And that's where we
just like
get night of
event
main
201.
events.
Right.
Event 201.
Oh,
You
that's
type
great.
in the
You're
order
right.
of
Yeah,
it.
night of main events 201, event 201. Wow, look at that. Look at that. And we know the URL was
And you can
pushing
type
all
in
of that same COVID agenda. Go ahead, G.
all that shit. They had their fucking puppets talking that shit, you know, and then they pulled their other little pawns, their brothers, the little pawn brothers who we be clowning all the time, who even pushed that whole Biden bullshit. So if you
Hold up.
hit
Just because you said it. Hold up.
If you got the
the
answers to
order
get me
of
out this dark path, my brother, enlighten me. We always telling each other to stay woke. That's why this time we gotta use our voice and you have to vote. The facts should show. Biden has a plan for African Americans. We're not dealing with your average Joe. I see.
Right. Go ahead, G.
my bad.
That clip always got me laughing, man. Biden has a plan for
Man,
African Americans. Well, you're not dealing with your average Joe. Shut up, nigga. Go ahead.
crazy. That shit was crazy. And then they throw him out wearing that whole Chicago bullshit with the Michael Jordan, the Prince of the Air, the whole
Right.
Baal, the whole Moloch shit. Right out the gate, the motherfucker just comes out with the, you know what I mean, the colors of pain, the whole Chicago bullshit. We all know Jordan
Yeah,
with
and Charlie
23,
Clips is
2
wearing a
threes, 3
whole
threes.
right, and Charlie Clips is wearing a whole goat outfit.
If you got the answers to get me out this dark path, my brother, enlighten me. We always telling each other to stay woke. That's why this time we gotta use our voice and you have to vote. The facts should show. Biden has a plan for African Americans. We're not dealing with your average Joe.
The fuck?
So
That bitch
as
was ugly
DNA
as
is wearing the
fuck.
bowl, this dude, Charlie Clips, is wearing the goat. All alluding to the goat, to the horn god that they venerate. Right, music by P. This is what selling out looks like. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's disgusting,
Yeah,
bro.
Hoffa sold out, yo. Hoffa sold out. He been selling out. I honestly think that Hoffa's been an industry. Hoffa was one of the first plants.
He definitely was. Remember, Math Hoffa was actually. Let me pull up that clip too with Cortez in the secret meeting. He was one of the first plants. Before URL, before all of that, and Math didn't even want to talk about this. Let's pull this up real quick.
And a lot of them they all resemble all the first, they all have some type of something.
It was a mean.
I think we lost Bruce Lee for a second, but hold up. We got the clip right here. Break this down right here, Cortez. Go ahead, Cortez. Tell us about the secret meeting that you and Math went to.
Love each other. He see. After that, we really started rocking and the back.
Right here.
Each other like in
When I beat Billy in the showcase.
You got out of there too with that money.
I got out of there real quick. Had my little blade in my hand behind my back.
That was
Out of here.
man.
Too many Spanish niggas. Huh?
You want a big bag?
That was
He beat Billy. Man up. He beat man up.
He beat man up. The Tuesdays, the $1,000 Tuesdays. Yeah, that's Mental Supreme. Shout out Mental Supreme.
Just see, he should have ran. When I said times, he brung me to the Miguel Diablo battle on the blue collar shit,
Right.
And from there it was lit.
Right.
From there it got real lit.
It got real lit. Yeah, man, blue collar.
How did NYB start?
Big facts.
Mav had a meeting that he didn't want me at.
Oh man.
Yo, you never go on. What is going on? Like, yo, but is it true? Is it true? Bro, it's not that I didn't want to. He didn't trust Puerto Rican. He didn't trust Puerto Rican.
Now listen to what Cortez brought up. There was a secret meeting that Math Hoffa had that he didn't want Cortez there, but Cortez found his way there. Now listen to what this meeting was.
I noticed you was the only Puerto Rican. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. That's right. Hollywood and all them other niggas was there.
Matt did not trust Puerto Rican.
That's not true.
Now, for people that have been watching since the beginning of the stream, there's no pride flag up there. No pride flag. So you can't say that Misfit was the one that put the flag up. You can't say that. There's no pride flag up there. Math Hoffa made the executive decision to add a pride flag to the set of his podcast years into it. Wow. Okay. Anyway, this is the evolution of Math Hoffa.
After we got cool, we had a smoking session one day. He was like, "Cool, you a cool nigga, son."
Not be honest.
He was smoking. You know that. I ain't really trust Puerto Ricans.
Black and out? That's not true. I probably told you H feel like that. I probably told you H feel like that.
I never heard that, yeah?
I told you that H fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's surprising because he don't fuck with Puerto Ricans like that.
That's kind of crazy. What has a Puerto Rican ever done to him?
Something happened.
It's a Bronx thing where, okay, I'm on this side of the block.
Spanish versus.
And you on the other side of the block, we do the same thing. So.
Okay.
H is my guy.
Let's go here.
Salute to H.
But yeah, so, but that meeting, bro, like.
That meeting was dope, though. And that meeting.
Chambers brought you.
Chambers brought me.
So you didn't invite Core to the meeting to be in?
Nah, but we knew of each other. He had a meeting, and I ain't gonna lie, that game plan was an excellent game plan. I will say that.
Listen to what he's saying. So Math Hoffa put together this meeting, this secret meeting, to where there was a game plan devised on how to go about creating the empire of battle rap as we know it today. Peep this. Let's run it back. Cortez about to break this down.
Invite Core to the meeting to be in?
Nah, but we knew of each other. He had a meeting, and I ain't gonna lie, that game plan was an excellent game plan. I will say that. Math had a meeting before URL, before Smack. Actually, he invited Smack and them there. A whole
Smack and Peace used to be NYB, baby.
So listen to what he just said. Math Hoffa was the one that invited Smack to the secret meeting that took place before URL, before Smack. Ain't that crazy? So this meeting took place even before Smack DVD was really even a thing. And now this is why it's so important for y'all when y'all watch this shit and watch how all these things play out in the industry. And you think, oh yeah, Math Hoffa was excommunicated from URL. Yeah, Math don't really even fuck with Smack and B. That's all a storyline. All of these people are just following a script and they're just on a stage. They're just on a stage following the script. All right? Math Hoffa was the one that invited Smack to the meeting. This secret meeting. Now they're about to give more details about this meeting.
Excellent game plan. I will say that. Math had a meeting before URL, before Smack. Actually, he invited Smack and them there. A whole bunch of DVDs.
Used to be NYB, baby.
And it was a meeting, we're in the studio Midtown.
Now hold up. Let's rewind this back. Pay attention to Math Hoffa. As Cortez is revealing all of this, I want y'all to pay attention to what Math Hoffa's doing.
A whole bunch of DVDs. Your game plan was an excellent game plan. I will say that. Math had a meeting before URL, before Smack. Actually, he invited Smack and them there. A whole bunch of DVDs.
Used to be NYB, baby.
And
you see how Math Hoffa is talking with his hand kind of covering his mouth. Look at the way he's positioned, right? How he's almost leaning off of the chair. It seems as though he's not comfortable right now. He's very, if you know body language, right? Because I watch a lot of videos on YouTube breaking down police interrogations, right? I find that very interesting. And the way to describe these people's body language, it's very telling. It's very telling. Math Hoffa is very uncomfortable as Cortez is telling the story about this secret meeting that was before Smack, before URL, before anything that we know about modern battle rap.
It was a meeting, we're in the studio Midtown.
Yeah, it was
David Man Studio.
It's like 36 people in the room.
Yeah.
There was 36 people in the room of this secret meeting. Why were there 36 people in the room? Well, we know 36 is very symbolic. 36, 36, 666. If you add all of the numbers from 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus etc. plus 35 plus 36, it will all add up to 666. Dead ass. Actually, I believe even the ratio 1 over 36 is also gives you 666, but in decimal. Hold on, let's pull this up. 1 over 36. Let me not just think I'm speaking out of my ass. Nah, I'm bugging. I'm bugging. That's something else. This is something else that I'm talking about in terms of the ratio. But if you add 1 through 36, you will get 666. There were 36 people in the room for this meeting. Really, let's call it a ritual because that's probably most likely what it was. What is this meeting? What is this meeting, and why haven't we heard more about it? Because this seems to be very important in the history of battle rap. You would think we'd know more about this secret meeting that apparently Math Hoffa is the one that invited Smack and Beasley there. And they devised the game plan on how they were going to go about infiltrating battle rap. Now, peep this.
And Math just had a game plan like, yo, all the bloggers, all the media DVD, because it was like 08, 09.
Let's not leak that because it's still a good plan.
It's still a
Let's not leak that. Look, Math Hoffa is very uncomfortable, but he knows that the conversation's already being had. It's going to look more suspicious if he just tries to shut down the conversation, but he's trying to guide it in such a way to where, all right, it's already out there. Let's just try to make it seem like it's not a big deal. Let's brush it under the rug and let's just move on. Peep this.
good plan, but basically Math had every aspect of what was going on in the culture and where it was moving from DVDs to the internet. And like, yo, we could make a real movement. And it wasn't just circled around battle rap. It was niggas that was making noise in the city, artists, bloggers, all types of shit.
So listen to what he said. He said he got all these different bloggers were involved, different media was involved, and they were going to all work in tangent with one another in order to create what we know now as modern day battle rap. So this is an entire system that's in play here, from not only the rappers to the league owners to the media and the people that shape society's view on battle rap, that this was all going to be working in tandem with one another. This is what this secret meeting was about. Why hasn't anybody asked Smack about this secret meeting? Why hasn't anybody had an interview with Beasley like, hey, listen, Cortez was on My Expert Opinion and he brought up some type of secret meeting that took place before URL where they devised the game plan? Like what? Can you give us more information about that? They said Chambers was there. There's a guy named Chambers. Can you? But nope. Nope. They just brushed this under the rug because the media that we do have in play here in battle rap, they are working with the leagues, so they know not to ask these type of questions.
And my man Chambers called me, and he was like, "Yo, come." And me and Matt met a couple.
So you was already cool with Chambers before you was cool with Matt?
Yeah, we knew Chambers from the show, from that training camp. His name was exclusive back then.
Wow. So here we go from the pyramid. Now hold up. Shout out to Shan's Holmes, man. Free to Mind Clothing. Go follow Free to Mind Clothing on Instagram, man. Shout out to Shan's Holmes. Definitely another brother out there who appreciates the truth being spread throughout the community, man. Shout out to you, G. Shout out to Free the Mind Clothing, yo. But yeah, man, this is nasty work, bro. This is what they're putting out there, and it's all coming full circle. We've been covering this for years. And now it's out there to the public. Math Hoffa is a open free Mason. Okay? He did the rituals. He was blindfolded, put on his knees, and was unblinded to a circle of dick and swords around him, aimed right towards his neck, right towards his throat. Anyway, man, it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. Knocked out another topic. We'll be back again to break down the mayor and his involvement with John the Don. Another prominent member of the Battle Rap Brotherhood. Let me get my clips in order. Let me get everything in order because there's a lot to break down. This is nasty work. And for this next stream, I find it very important because we need people like Candace Owens to get word of what's going on here. We need people like people in conservative media, like Black conservative perspective. We need these people to know that this mayor of Enfield, North Carolina, stole $500,000 from charity, a charity organization that's supposed to be working towards ending police brutality and all of this other garbage that he's grifting on, but that money is actually being spent on battle rap and paying people like Gwitty and feeding people like Smoke of NY golden steaks, spending $34,000 on dinner for one night. Like this, I'm so disgusted the more I think about it. And this is why I wanted to take my time in order to do this stream on this mayor, that because this is so important and we need other outlets to pick up this story because this is disgusting. This man needs to be put in jail. I'm even more disgusted with this man and what he's doing than what BLM was doing, buying all those mansions, those lesbian witches. Nah, maybe I'm preaching. The BLM is way more disgusting. Well, they're all on equal footing. They both did the same grift. They're doing the same grift. This man spent $500,000 for a birthday party for himself, throwing a battle rap event, which they still charge the pay-per-view for. So they took charity money to throw an event and still charged people. I'm getting heated thinking about it. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and this next stream, we're gonna break down what this mayor did and how John the Don helped him steal this money as well. We're also gonna talk about the background of John and his connection to Jermaine Dupri, Bow Wow, all types of nasty shit. All right, but it is what it is. It is adept. HNIC, battle rap and investing, man. I'ma holla at y'all, yo. Peace.
J2. And bro, so I say that you can't say it. Yeah, bro, you fucking a bitch. I ain't gonna do that. So whatever going you got about fucking a bitch, I ain't gonna be able to say that. The only way y'all gonna see rap be in news is if my dick out. Yeah, gay, battle. Why don't you like pussy? Well, I don't. That ain't none of your business. Pussy is amazing. Okay, well, you have all of it. It gets life free. Feel free. And I'ma take yours. Most of these motherfuckers is suspect. I could probably fuck most of these bitches.
Smack has now let this homosexual on stage.
Why Matt Hoffa went to Atlanta? Diddy style, baby, take that, take that, take that, take that. I want you to party with me for your birthday, man.
We party for my birthday.
No, but me and you ain't never really partied. Diddy style, baby, take that, take that, take that, take that. Matt Hoffa, I want you to talk about why you was in Atlanta with that move, with that training.
I'm coming to you live. Diddy late nights. Anything can happen. I'm just vibing. It's so wild. I'm coming to Atlanta. Yo, motherfucker, you coming or not, bitch?
Man, I'm down. Diddy style, baby, take that, take that, take that, take that.
What they do with the artists is easy. They send the stylist at them first.
Yeah, yeah.
And if the stylist report back and be like, oh, he ready, then they invite you to the party.
Outside of the Prism Battle League, have you dealt with any other battlers?
Yeah. I've dealt with, you know what I'm saying, 2 or 3, you know what I mean, maybe 4 battle rappers.
So down low? They on the down low?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but my thing is...
It's gonna get messy, baby.
Most of these motherfuckers is suspect. I could probably fuck most of these bitches.
So welcome to Beasley Hotel, where Smack opened up the gates to hell. They worship by L in the form of an owl. Salute if they tryna take them down.
That's crazy. I've been to Beasley's house numerous times. Beasley's kid, I've been to Beasley's house. Everybody been to Beasley. Beasley's like his house is like a fucking hotel.
Yeah, the one URL ever. You know this is the best you can do.
That's it. We coolin', man. We about to walk back into the battle.
So what's up? You ain't getting back in that ring no more?
Yeah, man. I got some manners.
Who you got?
I don't know yet.
Who you want?
I don't know.
Whoever.
Yeah, as long as
we want the money.
Whoever. As long as the money right, we doing whatever.
What would happen if I found out the secret handshake and I weren't a Mason?
Nothing.
You wouldn't have to kill me?
We might take you out and buy you a beer. The secrets of a Mason represent my integrity as a man. I took a promise that I would not tell you what the secrets of a Mason are. I didn't take a promise that I would care if you know what they are.
When a candidate comes in through the door, he's blindfolded because symbolically he's in a state of darkness, because Masonry is all about moving from darkness into Masonic light.
That it's about being unenlightened and then enlightened?
That's right.
As for what happens after that, well, that's a secret.
You would look up and see John arguing with Clips or everybody. It was never no, oh, it's a secret society shit. Yeah, well, not then anyway.
Dude, bodybuilding culture is so funny to me because it's like these massive dudes just flexing really hard. And Ronnie Coleman's like talking shit to this dude. He's like, I'm 300 pounds. What do you want to do? You want to do something? And then they both get up and just take their shirts off and start flexing to each other. They're like talking hella shit. You think it's going to get like physical or something. And then when they start taking their shirts off, they now just like, do you guys want to see these boys do a flex off?
So it's like a cipher. It's like a bodybuilding cipher.
Yeah, but just like
they're equivalent to a cipher.
Super homoerotic.
So it's like
so
a
I'm on board. Super homoerotic.
So it's like
so I'm on board.
So it's like a cipher.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much the same thing.
Put it in real life or something? I'm about to get ass naked with the shirt.
Do you guys want to see these boys do a flex off?
So it's like a cipher. It's like a bodybuilding cipher.
Yeah, but just like
they're equivalent to a cipher.
Super homoerotic.
So it's like
so I'm on board.
You are the first nigga in battle rap history to get killed by a naked.
Super homoerotic.
So it's like
I'm on board.
So it's like a cipher.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
We were watching and we was like, yo, he should have put the shirt on. You feel like that? That would have went crazy. You would have put the shirt on and battled him that third round with that shirt on. But then in your round, you said, I wouldn't wear that shirt.
Yeah.
But then you should have ripped it off.
Yeah.
And you would have showed all your muscles and shit.
That would have been crazy. Like, I wouldn't be called dead in it. The soup out.
You know what's hilarious about all these graphics? I hit a bunch of like IllumiNAUGHTY like imagery in here.
Oh, like at the top?
Yeah. And now everybody thinks I'm a witch.
Dude, that's amazing.
Maybe
you should do that more.
Maybe
you should do that more.
I know, I do. And round for round, in the bottom in the subtext is really small. It says "Hail Satan," and a bunch of people are like, "You fucking Satan worshiper!"
Well, dog, I mean, avocado, Palo Santo, like.
But yeah, guys. Much love to everybody in the chat.
It's one of these graphics. I hit a bunch of like IllumiNAUGHTY like imagery in here.
Oh, like at the top?
Yeah. And now everybody thinks I'm a witch.
Dude, that's amazing. You should do that more. That more.